And the fifth freedom shared by Viginia Satir is the freedom to take risk for your own growth. Now, this can be a little tricky, my dear friends, because as we know, freedom comes with responsibility. Now, when we are so much used to something which is familiar, even if it is toxic, even if it is draining, we really do not want to break that and enter into something which is new, which is unknown, to take the risk. And so we just continue to stay in that old toxic pattern or relationship or job, and this is because the familiar pain feels safer than the new change. Many times it also happens that when a person, especially a child, has grown in a very overprotective environment where the child is not allowed to take risk, the child is not allowed to make their own decisions. Everything that the child wanted to do, it was being taken care by the mom, the overprotective mother, or the father or the caretaker. Now what happens is when the child grows and becomes an adult, now whenever they goes in an environment where now they have to make a decision, they have to do something new, they have to take risk. The life is full of challenges, and it demands you to take risk because that is where you develop the muscles of confidence. But now that you've never done that, it's being never validated for you, it's never being felt safe to do that, it's always remains a challenge. So what happens is it blocks the growth, it blocks our growth. So friends, this freedom is very important, and in day-to-day life it can be applied by learning to say no, or learning to make your boundaries, learning to come out of any toxic patterns, relationship, jobs, choosing yourself, seeking therapy for yourself. Because when we take this kind of risk and when we develop or execute our muscles of confidence and decision making, is when we feel connected with our own self core, our self-worth, and that brings a deep sense of freedom, and that freedom we all deserve, my dear friends. So let me revise the 5 freedoms. The first freedom is to see the things as they are, minus the old wounds. The second freedom is the freedom to feel and think. Meaning, if you are feeling hurt, you say, I'm feeling hurt, instead of saying, I'm fine. The third freedom, to feel your emotions without feeling guilty. The fourth freedom is the freedom to ask what you need. And the fifth freedom is the freedom to take risk for your growth. I wish you your life full of experiencing your own freedom, and continue with your healing journey.